Hi, my name is Jason Williams, and in this video I am continuing on with the air dam has done its job and it's working well, but I've thought, you know what, there's probably something else. So I've ordered all these, engine bay aprons from Seral Auto in Japan, and what are they called? Seal front fender. They're just called a seal. Alright, there you go. And I'd show you on the receipt what it all is, but it's all in Japanese and I don't read that. I can't read that. So I'm going to fit these. It even comes with all the little plastic attachment points, like little grommet things, little push-in doobies. And we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll grab the camera now and I'll show you kind of what's happening. Alright, so looking in through here where the tyre is and go there, you can see straight to the engine bay and a few components there, and you can see that I've lost those other bits, and you can see I've lost them a long time ago on both sides. So what I'm going to do is jack it up, rip a wheel off, and go ahead and start dressing this up. And hopefully, because what happens, sorry to run ahead on the theory, is as the tyres are spinning, they create a lot of air turbulence, like massive amounts. And if that is able to interfere with that air there, we're reducing the amount that it can draw through the radiator. So I'm going to put these on and actually give it a good thorough test, because it's meant to be 40 degrees today, so perfect time to test it. And you know that it's quite warm in here because guess what? I've got my aircon going. Yeah, awesome. Alright, I'll jack it up, rip these wheels off, and I'll show you what's happening. Alright, with a pair of side cutters, I'm going to nip off these old clips. And push the last of it through. Go through the vinyl first and then through the metal. Here we go. Note to self, push it through vinyl first. If you're wondering what that is, they're the breathers from the air lockers, and they go into the chassis. And that's that one on. Alright. Now for this, I assume folding it in, but let's have a look what it wants to look like folded out. I think folded in's the way to go, or is it? Yep. I'll probably go with that, I reckon. So put the plug through first. Line up with the hole. And that's that one in. I'll give you a quick look. So we are now covered at the front over the power steering box and over the top of the spring to the shock and that gap there. Wow, there we go. Next bit. Alright, on the passenger side here, this one's still on, which is good. I'm going to put these on and then I've got to trim the other side because it's too close to the exhaust. So I'll just get these on and using roughly the same kind of technique. Oops. To get them off. Try this. That works quite easy. And that's that one off. All right. And you see this is formed as there's a power steering pump there. So this is set up so that the power steering pump, like if it was in another country, can be over there. But we're in Australia, so this should be quite simple. Wow, that seems like quite a simple job. This one might be a little bit interesting. That looks pretty simple. Same thing. Put all these three in. And that's it. I believe they are all on. I'm fascinated to see today, like, because as soon as I get this all sorted, I mean, put the wheels back on, I'll be taking this for a drive in 40 odd degree heat, going up the same hill, doing 110, and we'll see what happens. So after careful consideration, I looked at, I only had one of those side pieces, and I realised there's not supposed to be one on the exhaust side where that next to that exhaust, it would have got too hot, would have melted. So that's off, and the other one on the other side, the old one, is still there. Now if I look in there, that's that one's still there. I'll show you which one it is. Obviously, this one, the one at the back, and I could have replaced it, but it's still there, so keep it. And looking at the model, because I only got one of them, and I only had enough parts to do one, and I'll show you why. This is the one here that I basically ended up with extra, and if I put it on this way, I was gonna cut it and do things, but I had to put it this way to make it fit. But you can tell by these recesses, it's meant to go the other way, which means it was for the other side. So, there we go. That's not going on. That's spare. So if I need to, I can change it later. Alright. Time to take this thing for a drive. Right, so doing 110, going up this same hill. Doing 110 now. And it doesn't seem to be much better than when I had the just the air dam on, so I think I'll have to scratch that. That's just not same hill, same temperature, same conditions. Hasn't made it any better. Oh well, that was a waste. Well, I guess you know when you see this, you can, if anyone tells you that those make a huge difference or make a significant difference, you can tell them, yeah, no it doesn't. So, either way, it's just the air dam that makes the difference. So, there we go. Alright, well that's about it. I tested it, and it didn't seem to make any difference. Damn, all that for nothing. Not happy. Anyway, I won't get mud and all that sort of stuff in there anymore, and yeah, that kind of thing. So yeah, there's benefit to that, but the whole idea was to get it to run just that bit cooler, but didn't seem to do it. So I have to put that as a bit of a fail. Disheartening, horrible. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and sticking by this far. I will aspire to see you in the next one. Hopefully that's more interesting than this. Alright, see ya.